Luxury watches are some of the most sought-after and admired pieces of technology. Combining the best in craftsmanship, history, and design, price tags can soar into the millions. From a $55 million colorful diamond wristwatch to a timepiece commissioned for the French Queen Marie Antoinette in the 70s, we have put together a list of record-breaking timepieces. Keep watching as we take a close look at the 12 most expensive watches in the world and why they command such high prices. Coming right up. Welcome back to another exciting video, brewers. If you are new to the channel, you should consider subscribing. If there's one word that's synonymous with luxury watches, it's expensive. The world's most exciting, exclusive, and extravagant timepieces are multi-million-dollar creations, destined to end up in fiercely guarded private collections if not museums. Here are the top 12 most expensive watches in the world, and you won't believe some of the prices on the list. Number 12 on our list is Vacheron Constantin, $57,260, $8 million. A commission for a private client, this Vacheron Constantin timepiece is the most complicated watch in the world and includes 57 different complications, made up of 2,826 individual components and 242 jewels. 10 of those complications were brand new horological inventions at the time of manufacture. Some of the most exceptional functions: the Judaic calendar, up-night mode, and a double retrograde split-seconds chronograph. The case is fairly simple and unfussy, allowing the peerless mechanics to take center stage. It seems appropriate that this watch sold for around $8 million given that it took 3 watchmakers 8 years to design and create. Number 11. Patek Philippe Gobi Milan Ars Universelles REF 2523, $9 million. Patek Philippe is particularly skilled at creating the kind of watches that collectors will fight over, and this double crown world timer is yet another example. Featuring a blue enamel dial that contrasts beautifully with the luxurious 18K pink gold case, it doesn't take a watch expert to identify this timepiece as something special. It features the Ars Universelles world time system as patented in the 1930s by horological icon Louis Cartier. And it's also the only known reference 2523 to feature the signature of both Patek Philippe and Gobi Milano. Number 10. Patek Philippe Stainless Steel REF 1518, $12 million. The brand is the last independent, family-owned Genevan watchmaker, and its name refers to the company's pair of founders, Antoine Norbert de Patek and Adrien Philippe. Producing high-end watches since 1839, the pair have legendarily secured more than 80 patents. Part of a limited edition 4-piece series, the main appeal of this particular watch lies in its case. Made with a high-grade stainless steel case, it distinguishes itself from other Patek Philippe luxury watches, typically made of yellow or rose gold. First introduced in 1941, the Patek Philippe REF 1518 made horology headlines as the first-ever perpetual calendar and chronograph, yet another reason why this watch impresses collectors. And while you might think steel would make a watch less valuable than gold, it's hard to find high-end watches in this material. Rarity always pushes prices up. Number 9. Jacob & Co. Billionaire watch, $18 million. Now we're into the top 10 most expensive and rarest watches in the world, and no luxury timepiece has ever been more aptly named than Jacob & Co.'s Billionaire watch. It certainly lives up to its designation, encrusted with 189 carats of acacia diamonds, a cut that's meant to make each diamond appear 30% bigger than a standard emerald-cut diamond. Then there's the skeleton face, where you can see the intricate and handcrafted tourbillon movement at work, composed of 167 elements and 18 jewels. The bracelet and dial are seamlessly integrated and made of 18K white gold, while a final rose-cut jewel on the crown is the cherry on this extremely expensive cake. No wonder Floyd Mayweather decided to buy it. Number 8. Rolex Paul Newman Daytona REF 6239, $18.7 million. Actor and heartthrob Paul Newman was known for his love of fine watches and for being a devoted racing car fan. Hence why, when she had it commissioned in 1968, his wife Joanne Woodard had this watch engraved with the words "Drive carefully." With its unusual black and cream exotic dial and elegant Art Deco style, the Paul Newman Rolex Daytona REF 6239 appeals to more than horological buffs and anyone interested in Hollywood memorabilia alike. The auction lasted only 12 minutes before the watch was sold to the highest bidder by telephone at a whopping $18.7 million. No surprise, really, given that Rolex is not only the most famous watch company in the world but also one of the most celebrated luxury brands in existence. The Rolex Cosmograph Daytona is one of the most iconic and collectible chronograph models by any watchmaker, in particular those with the exotic or Paul Newman dials. These exotic dials were alternatives to the standard dials at the time. Ironically, these dial variations were not particularly appreciated by the market at the time of production. The nickname Paul Newman caught on after collectors realized that Paul Newman had worn one of these watches frequently, particularly for his racing career. Paul Newman had a reference 6239 with the same style of dial, and it was reportedly a gift from his wife. Number 7. Patek Philippe Henry Graves Super Complication, $26 million. Originally crafted in 1933 for a wealthy American banker by the name of Henry Graves, this Patek Philippe gold pocket watch took 7 years to design and build, back when watchmaking had to rely on craftsmen rather than the calculations of computers. One of the world's most expensive pocket watches, its impressive range of complications includes a perpetual calendar, minute repeater with Westminster chimes, sunrise and sunset times, and a celestial chart based on the night sky as it looked from Graves' home in New York. Following a 15-minute bidding war between some of the world's top watch collectors, the intricate timepiece was sold to an anonymous. Revered as the Mona Lisa of watches, the Patek Philippe Henry Graves Super Complication is a masterpiece of horology, deemed the most complicated watch ever made by human hands, without computer-assisted technology. On November 11, 2014, it went under the hammer for $26 million at Sotheby's Geneva, more than doubling the $11 million record it set in 1999. Number 6. Chopard 201 Carat, $25 million. It may not be subtle, but this Chopard timepiece certainly makes a statement. With 874 diamonds, 201 carats in total, in a whole range of spectacular colors, this $25 million watch is probably the magnum opus of the Swiss watchmaker, a favorite of both A-listers and royalty. Some people are drawn to high-end watches for their engineering and technical skills. Others just want some bling. This Chopard timepiece, with its 15-carat pink diamond, 12-carat blue diamond, and 11-carat white diamond, is probably the latter. But if you can afford it, then why not? It's just a bonus that it happens to tell the time. Chopard knows glamour like Elvis knew rhinestones. We can't imagine what glittery spectral dream possessed them to create this singularly shiny timepiece, but it's like looking at the sun. The second most expensive women's wristwatch ever made is breathtakingly coated in natural colored diamonds that are beyond compare. Of course, for $25 million, we'd expect nothing less. However, all that razzle-dazzle comes with a whole lot of weight as well. Wearing this watch requires wrist strength as well as a hefty bank account. 5. JaegerLeCoulter Joaillerie 101 Manchette, $26 million. If we told you that top-tier brand JaegerLeCoulter crafted this intricate timepiece as a gift for none other than Queen Elizabeth II to celebrate the 60th year of her reign, it would give you some idea of what to expect. Indeed, with its utterly unique profile, made from white gold and featuring a series of polished and diamond-set links, plus a miniature caliber of 101 movements, one of the smallest in the world, this watch deserves to be worn in the chambers of historic. It is contained in a compact volume of 0.2 cubic centimeters, with the casing measuring 14 millimeters by April 8 mm and a thickness of 3.4 millimeters. Each piece of the JaegerLeCoulter Joal is 100% unique from the other. The manufacturer ensures that custom features ordered by clients are embedded on the watch to give it a unique look. It could be an internal mark, mechanical difference, or anything that distinguishes an individual watch from the other. The beauty of the JaegerLeCoulter Joal lies in the details. This simple wrist wearable has 98 distinct components. The pieces are carefully assembled by the best watchmakers in the world. Every detail is handcrafted and attention is accorded to every piece of the 98 components. To attain the highest level of precision, the pieces are counter-checked every step of the way. Given that there are only a few well-equipped watchmakers, the process of assembling such small pieces could take a long time. However, when quality is at stake, time does not count. 4. Breguet Grande Complication Marie Antoinette, $30 million. According to Breguet, the order came in 1783 from an admirer of Marie Antoinette herself. This enigmatic admirer wanted to gift the queen with a unique timepiece from Breguet. The requirements for the watch were extensive. It had to have been the best the company could ever make. The watch had to have as much gold as possible, the admirer even wanted the mechanisms to be made out of gold. The Queen's watch simply had to be as spectacular as possible. There were no limits in regards to cost whatsoever. Crafting this exceptional piece took around 40 years and she was executed before the work was complete, only adding to the romance and enigma of this historic timepiece. Encased in gold, it includes every complication that existed at the time, including a perpetual calendar and thermometer. After being stolen in the late 1900s, the watch is now safely locked away in the L.A. Meyer Museum but is available for purchase for those with $30 million. 3. Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime REF 6300A 010, $31 million. If you spend $31 million on a timepiece, it's a bonus to know you're getting two for the price of one. This timepiece has two dials, one on the front and the other on the back. The brand invested 7 years and more than 100,000 hours to create the piece with Patek's first Grande sonnerie, French for grand strike, which automatically strikes the hour and quarter hour every 15 minutes. It is paired with a petite sonnerie, which automatically chimes the hours and quarters without repeating the hours at each quarter, and a minute repeater which chimes hours, quarters, and minutes on demand. It is the most expensive Patek watch ever sold. The Grandmaster chime boasts 20 different complications, including 5 different chiming modes, hence the name, and an acoustic alarm and date repeater. Both dials are blue opaline with gold-applied numerals and 18K solid gold dial plates. The case is white gold and the strap is made of navy blue alligator leather. Number 2. Graff Diamonds The Fascination, $40 million. Occupying a second place in our rundown of the most expensive watches in the world, the Fascination is the work of Graff Diamonds, a British jeweler brand known for acquiring and polishing some of the world's most famous diamonds. It was designed to serve either as a watch, or a beautiful bracelet, with a flawless diamond at its heart which can be worn on a ring. Not only is the Fascination a masterpiece of horological craftsmanship, but it's also a unique demonstration of diamond mastery. One to give all other women's watches a run for their money. This timepiece consists of 152.96 carats of white diamonds and a 38-carat pear-shaped diamond dial in the middle, which can also be worn as a ring like we said earlier. A convertible watch means double bang for your buck, all $40 million of it. Number 1. Graff Diamonds Hallucination, $55 million. The most expensive watch ever made is another Graff Diamonds creation. The Hallucination is, as the name suggests, truly breathtaking and brilliantly fantastical. Featuring a kaleidoscopic array of 110 carats of different colored diamonds in a range of different cuts, set into a platinum bracelet. The Hallucination brings high fashion to the world of horlogery. About as far from a tactical watch as you can get, it's almost easy to forget this piece's timekeeping capabilities, but there is a tiny dial in the center of all that sparkle. The term watch, though, can be used very loosely here. Amidst the myriad of breathtakingly beautiful diamonds, a small quartz dial surrounded by small pink diamonds can be seen right in the center of the piece. With the eye-watering high price tag of $55 million when it was first unveiled at Basel World in 2014, the Hallucination is the culmination of thousands of hours of work from a team of designers, gemologists, and experts craftsmen. Well, there you have it, brewers. We hope you enjoyed our list of top 12 most expensive watches in the world. Share with us what your thoughts are about these masterpieces in the comment below. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe for more exciting videos like this. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.